Hello there, how are ya? Welcome back to How I Did It. For today's project, I will need a new cabin filter, engine cleaner, and a can of freon. The AC is not working in my mom's 2006 Saturn ION. To correct the issue, this video will show you how I did it. The first thing I had to do was locate the cabin filter. Of course, it's behind the glove box. And nope, I could not reach it without taking the glove box out. So, to do that, you have to pull in on the side of the glove box to release a plastic pin. Now take care with that plastic pin, especially on these older cars. Things become brittle and you don't want to break anything. So just gently bend it in and it'll release. Go ahead and release the other side. In case, for another note, empty the glove box before you do this. Okay, moving on. There's a little tab, lift up, and the cabin filter door will flip down. Then you just grab the filter and slide it out. As you can see, it had a little bit of dirt in there, and of course here is the new filter, little comparison. Alright, so we're just going to take this new filter, we're going to slide it back up in there. Now take your time with this. The little fuzzies on the side of the filter wanted to grab onto the plastic and whatnot. Just work it in from side to side. Eventually it'll go in there. Give it one last push on either side of it to make sure it's seated. Then you're just going to go ahead, close the filter door, push that little tab down to hold it, and then close the glove box back up to hold the pins in place. Then you can reload all the stuff back into the glove box itself. Now let's see how we did. Okay, some improvement. It's coming down some in the car. Now we're going to turn the AC on to high, make sure the cabin's on recirculate, and we're going to go out and we're going to check to see that the AC compressor is actually engaging. So you're going to open up the hood of the car. Now on my mom's 2006 Saturn ION, the AC compressor is located on the left side when you're looking at the car, down below the alternator. So we'll bring the camera over here, see, find a little hole to get it. There we go. The top is the alternator and the bottom, as you can see, is the AC compressor, and it's working. So on to cleaning the condenser. So we use a little engine cleaner. We're going to spray it up really good, get all the bugs, all the dirt. I let it soak for just a couple of minutes, and then I went ahead and rinsed it off thoroughly, making sure I got all that engine cleaner off the paint as well. Then we go inside and we say, okay, it went down a couple more degrees. Alright, we're getting there. So the next thing we're going to do is go ahead and add a little bit of freon. Now, the way these preloaded cans come from AutoZone or O'Malley's or wherever you may buy it, it's pre-set up to fit on there. So you can't put it on the wrong port. So the car's running, we take the little safety tab off the can and we go ahead and put the gauge on. Now on this particular brand, it seemed like the gauge wasn't exactly reading right because it was showing that I had freon in it and not to fill it with freon. But I was of the mindset, let's just give it a little bit and see what happens. So following the directions on the can, you squeeze the trigger and you rotate it from the 12 o'clock position to the 3 o'clock position. Now I would do this 3 or 4 times, set the can down, go see if it made any difference with the cooling, and it did. So then I would come back out again, repeat it 3 or 4 times. Well, long story short, it actually worked. So I went ahead, disconnected my hose. Now once you've got this gauge on there, you can't take it off that can if you have any freon left, and make sure you put the cap back on. And of course we're down to 50 degrees. I would call that success. Alright y'all, that's a 2006 Saturn ION. AC is now working. We'll see y'all next week for another episode of How I Did It. Have a blessed day.